I want better for my people.
African parents will never tell you they're proud of you, but they'll brag about your accomplishments to other people.
I want better for the black community.
I'm so sick of these niggas.
Oh my gosh, guys, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Me. I am back. Okay, after like, if I check on my phone, I think it's been a year. I have explanations, I have reasons, okay? But just know, that's not what we're here to talk about today. Wait, hold up. Before we continue.
Like and subscribe, isn't
Of course.
Share and subscribe. Is that
Share
how
and
it says?
subscribe,
Share and
yes.
subscribe.
I'm flirting with my camera. Oh, yep. Okay, I see you. Yep, have a good day. Yep. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I'm actually back. Like, I'm back for good, I promise this time. Today's video started months ago. Guys, let's sit down. We're gonna be here for a while. Anyways, we're gonna be here for a while. But today's video is basically based off of how I want better for my people. I want better for the black community. I'm sorry, but altogether we need to do better. Especially these aunties. Like, I'm here to speak on behalf of Africans because I'm African. Africans need to chill with the entitlement. Let me not say Africa on a whole. What I was basically trying to say is that African parents are toxic. Okay, the black community in general, the older people need to like relax on the pride. Like, you need to understand to admit when you're in the wrong. It's okay to say sorry. It's okay to say that you're in the wrong, and it's okay to accept it. It's not every day you have to blame the younger generation or you have to blame your child. This is where it will start to affect their children's or their other family members' mental health. Mental health isn't a thing in the black community. I feel like loads of people don't feel comfortable enough to tell their parents or their family if they're struggling with their mental health or if they're in need of help because of the way that their mother or their father may have raised them. And this all goes back to how like they was raised, how their parents were raised. Mental health is a real thing. Older generation need to accept. They need to accept that it's real and that their kids might be suffering in silence because of the way that they are. I know so many people that they've found university as a way to get away from their house because their parents are too toxic. What kind of life is that? Like, there's loads of toxic views in the black community. For example, my dad, he hates my piercings. I have my ears pierced here. Like, he's gonna hate it when I get more. I have it inside here. A little haul, guys. I got another one here, you know. When he saw it, I promise you, this guy acted like he was gonna vomit blood. I thought he was going to vomit blood. He told me to take them out, or he will take them out for me. Not in a threatening way though, don't get twisted. More than one piercing to them is like you slapped them in the face. You've spat in their face. That's what it feels like to them, because they're scared of what other aunties are going to talk about, what other uncles are going to talk about. Even getting tattoos is an issue in some households. I was in Bermondsey a couple weeks ago, 1 or 2 weeks ago, whatever, and I was at the bus stop and some boy walked to, I think the guy was his dad, and he had his hood on and his dad was with someone. He told him, take off your hood. And the boy went and got a trim, and obviously I think there was a lot of hair like left at the top. It wasn't that much, but there was some hair left at the top, not a high top. It was like in between. And his dad just started shouting at him in public because he didn't like how much hair he had on his head. But the boy was trying to explain, like, it makes his head shape look mad. And I was just thinking, we need to, as a community, we need to let these stigmas go. Like, these views and opinions. Because I remember when I was in Ghana, my cousins were telling me that the reason why they always shave their hair and they don't have a lot of hair on their head all the time is because their mum will think that they're a gangster. because of your hair, your mum thinks you're a gangster. Even wearing a do-rag, your mum thinks you're a gangster. Like, it just, some of the views that are held in the community, it just doesn't add up. Sometimes it just, the calculation's not there. These aunties and uncles love putting stuff on WhatsApp and spreading it around, and it just makes it worse. Because we're not helping ourselves. There's so many children that are trapped, and their parents don't even know them for them. Their parents don't know them for their true selves because they're not able to show it because they're too scared. Their parents will judge them. Their parents might even punish them. The type of punishments I have heard of. Oh my God.
I am African. I am African. An African child. An African child.
Some parents have canes and they keep it in their houses. That's how you put fear into your children. That's why a lot of children, a lot of kids, a lot of people are suffering with mental health issues in the black community, and they're not able to express it because they're scared. Or who can they tell? Another view that I have that needs to be broken is the treatment between boys and girls. It's like, it's not fair. When it comes to girls in the community, girls have to be able to cook, they have to be able to clean, the girls are basically, it does not matter what age. Yeah, especially firstborn girls. I am the only girl in my house, and I can't lie to you, I see the expectations that I'm supposed to have compared to my brothers, and it's like, because you're a female, there's certain things that you have to be able to do compared to a man, and there's certain things that boys can get away with that girls can't. I sound like I hate my people and I hate my community. I don't. I actually don't. Anything that you guys don't like, whether it be a haircut, a piercing, the way someone does their braids, the way someone dresses, the way someone carries themselves, you guys will bring up any scripture underneath the Bible. Just let it go. Let it go. The only person that can judge is God. I want better for my brothers and I want better for my sisters. I went out to London, you guys are going to see in a second, and I went and asked a lovely lady a few questions on her childhood and how it affected her mental health. I'm here with Timmy. Okay, what country are you from?
I'm originally from Nigeria and I live in the US.
And so, do you live with your parents?
Yes, I've lived with my parents.
And how did you find it? Did you ever think that they had any traits that were toxic?
Definitely, African parents are somewhat toxic.
Have you got any examples?
Actually, when you try to tell them your feelings, they either hit you or they dismiss it. So I think that's really toxic.
And do you think that affected your mental health in any way?
Yeah, in some way, because there was a time something happened to me and I couldn't tell them because I know they're not gonna listen. So I think I'll just say they should just be more like caring and listen to their kids, you know.
And has there ever been a time where you felt as if you couldn't, or you felt as if you've gone to tell them something and they've reacted in a way that was really, really bad?
Sure.
It has.
You want to know some? Because there's a lot of time. Okay, so in high school, there was a time a group of friends, like they conspired against me and lied against me. So I got home and told them what happened, and they didn't believe it. So instead of that, they hit me instead. Yeah, so I mean...
And do you have siblings? Would they do the same thing to your siblings?
Yeah, they do the same thing to my siblings too. So
do you have brothers or anything?
Yeah, I have a brother.
And do you think that they would treat your brother different to how they would treat you?
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's a man.
Yeah, because he's a guy. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's different for a woman.
Yeah.
They expect you to be more, you're independent. So when you have kids in the future, do you think you'll treat them differently to how your parents have treated you?
Definitely. I'm going to treat them differently. Like, I can't treat them the same way. I want my kids to be able to talk to me, to be able to share their feelings with me. I mean, it helps. Yeah, a lot of people are suffering from different mental health just because they can't like really make their parents their friends. So I want to be friends with my kids.
I'm going to end the video here, guys. I promise you guys, I'm going to be back soon before you know it. If you can relate, comment, man. I want to know people's experiences. See you guys soon, trust me. Very, very soon.